Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new and you're finding me from this video, my name is Courtney and I do digital planning content. And my main platform is TikTok, but I'm slowly making my way over to YouTube. And I'm happy, I'm so excited. Now, I was debating doing this on live, but I decided I wanted to do a video because if anybody is curious about the new way I'm gonna be kind of planning my week for right now, then they'll have this video to look back on. I am using the iPad mini 7. I'm using GoodNotes 6, Apple Pencil Pro, and everything in my GoodNotes is from my Etsy shop, okay? I have a huge variety of stuff in my Etsy shop with pretty much a million different ways that you guys can plan. So this new way I'm showing you, which I did a video on it, I think already, is going to be my new way of planning my week. And I talked about in my video before this about planner burnout. And I like to be very honest with you guys. These weeklies were not suiting me anymore. I feel like with what I have going on in my life right now, it's very like task heavy, okay? Versus like meetings, plans, and stuff like that. And so this way of planning, oh my God, there's 2 spiders in my office right now. My husband's not home. Holy shit. Okay, Court, grow up. Okay. Yeah, I feel like it's very task heavy. And so for these kinds of planners, I don't like to sit and write all of my tasks on these kinds of things. So let's start and let's pull up what I'm going to be using for this week and kind of how I'm going to organize it. So the first thing, this is my week from last week. I did pretty good sticking to it. I had, didn't do Friday's plan and kind of was in and out of it. So let's move this. I'm going to move my current week to, let's see, templates and then weeks completed. That way I can always look back on it. And I am going to go ahead. Actually, you know what I'll do first? First, I'm going to show you guys some recent releases so I can move them away into my folders. I like to keep my new releases out, and that way I can show you guys a million times until you're sick of them. This spider is like trying to turn a corner. Court. So my newest releases I have were an event planning sticker pack. This is kind of like tickets, concerts, all that kind of stuff that we can add to our planner. What I really wanted was these so that if I do, me and my husband love going to like stuff like this, like festivals, I don't know. It's like something different and fun to do. And we live in a new area. So that is something we really like to do. And I'm actually going to use these stickers to kind of make some ideas, like a little like upcoming in my area. I wouldn't mind doing it with you. I live in the Westchester area. Westchester's huge. Good luck finding me if anybody cared enough, which no one probably does. But yeah, I live in the Westchester area. And so I would not mind making like a little kind of like organization kind of thing and write down some events that we have because we loved going. We went to the food festival last week and we had so much fun. So that's the event planning release I did. I will be releasing these today. This is going to be called Green Beach. I did like a lot of like kind of green. I love this one. Palmy striped hotel vibe digital planning paper. So those are new. That will be out soon. I also did summer Halloween. This is really random, but if you guys enjoy Halloween and you don't want to just enjoy it in October, I ended up doing my August planner, which looks like this. And I think it turned out really good, really different for me. I really like that. And then this one is new. I just kind of make these covers like this, and then I have somebody that helps me do. That's the only thing I get help with, you guys, are my Etsy covers. And I like it to be like known that it's in my shop. So that's why I just do like a really big digital quart because there's some copycatters, which that just means that you're killing it. So these are my office supplies. These are coming out today. We have calculators, desk chairs, paper clips, some fat paper clips, push pins, phones, highlighters, pens. I love these little notebooks. I'm going to use these this week. I can't wait to use them. And you can make them really big and like fill the whole page. I did a whiteboard, printer ink, and then I did some grid sticky notes. These ones look different than my other grid ones, so I felt like those were cute. So those are the new releases so far. There might be one more that I might put out, but I'm not sure. So let's go ahead and start, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do for my this week bundle is I'm going to create a new notebook. And this is going to be, let me just pull it up. This is going to be, actually I can pull it up right here. So this is going to be the 9th to the 15th. So I'm just going to put here the name June 9th to the 15th. Create the notebook. Okay, just create the notebook. And then I am going to pick my cover. So you don't really need to pick a cover if you don't want, because in the weekly kind of templates, I have all of these that have covers on them. But what I think I'm going to do, which would be really fun, I'm thinking, is I'm going to grab one of these new papers because I love them. I think I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to 3 dots copy the page. Okay. I'm going to go home. I'm going to go to my new week and I'm going to paste this page and then I'm going to delete this. Okay. So I'm going to delete that. I'm going to swap my little screen here. I am on the mini today. I hope you guys can see it better. I know you did vote for the other one. Sorry. And then I'm going to go into my stickers, accessories, and in my 12-month labels and days, which is a really good beginner pack, I talk about this pack a lot. I have a bunch of these this week kind of stickers, and that is going to be the cover of my notebook, okay? I love this idea, being able to switch it up. Let me just see what other colors. Do I love that? Do I have a beigey one? Yeah, I'm going to do the beigey one. This is in 12-month labels and days. And I'm going to get started. So for this week, I could do one of many things. I could go to, so these aren't out yet, but I'm going to show you guys what these are. These are going to come out today. I don't know why I didn't put them out. They're very simple. I have a this week, next week check mark on here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the green one and I'm going to paste it. Okay, I know this seems random because I'm planning next week. It's Sunday. Why am I focusing on the following week? But I am going to go ahead and I'm going to get in my quick planning. These will be out today. These are just in planner weekly inserts. I'll link them below once they're up. But I'm going to get a planner check mark and I'm going to go ahead and put one of the striped checks on next week. The reason I'm doing this, that one doesn't look good, is because especially with summer, I'm really trying to focus on getting out there, making plans. And so I'm going to do this up Monday through Sunday for the following week. And then I can paste this in my next week. But don't get confused yet. I'll explain that in a second. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into templates. I'm going to go into the weekly base. And I'm going to go into these. I don't need to because I have ones that are already done. These are the striped on daily weeklies. Did that make any sense? These are the striped to-do lists that don't have days on them. So what I'm going to do for these is I'm going to take all the shades of green, or maybe just these 3, copy them, paste all those pages, and then I'm going to go into the black labels. Sorry, is my fan loud? It's very hot in my office because I'm going to do these. Everyone's dying to know this font. You guys, unfortunately, I cannot find it. If anybody knows what font this is, please let me know. And yes, I made them, but for some reason, sometimes I just recreate with a new font and then so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to 1, 2, 3. No, I can't do that. Copy. I should have done this before I did the days, but it's fine. Paste. And then I'm going to delete this and put Thursday. Now, again, I do sell them already dated, like with the days of the week, but I was just in the mood to be creative. Thursday. Friday. Saturday. And then I'm just going to grab this one. 3 dots, copy. I did this the worst way. Don't copy me with this. Plus sign, paste. And then do Sunday. Okay, so these are going to be like my to-do list for the day. And then I have my next week here. So I'll date these first. Let's go into the summer beachy themed. I think the palm leaves would just look fat, or the tiki huts. I've used these a lot and I don't care. So again, we have the 9th. We have the 9th. I'm going to make them extra big. The 9th, the 10th. th. So like I said, I'm going to be going through here using each of these for a daily to-do list and like a pre-plan. Like if I have something for Friday, I'm going to put it in now. And it's just a little more lax. You know, it's a simple list. Sometimes I'll pre-plan, or sometimes I will wait until that morning and then do the to-do list then. So I have my dated here, and then this week, this is going to be for the following week, okay? I don't think I'll do this every single week, but I think it will be really useful to have, just because right now I'm kind of planning a lot of stuff. So I am going to grab the tiki huts. Again, this is in Summer Beach. I'm going to make them big. Let me just go like that. And I'm just going to go like this. Again, I might not even write anything in here. If I don't need to, I won't. But I want to have this for now. And that's going to be for next week. And then I'll date this for the following week. Then what I was trying to explain, but I didn't know if it was going to be like too confusing. When I make my notebook starting the 19th or whatever date this is, the 16th, I'm going to copy and paste this in that planner. So you won't have to do this every single week. You'll just kind of be able to, or you, whatever. Okay. Copy this. I just want to make this super cute because I'm not really going to put too many tasks on here. So I can just decorate this. Really fun. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with. I didn't keep up with the habit tracker that well, but I'm not giving up on it. I'm just trying here. Is I want to do a daily check-in. This is something where, similar to the other thing, it's like a one sentence. But for my check-in for Friday, for example, I woke up kind of not the wrong side of the bed, but I just like wasn't excited about my day. And literally, you guys, I worked out and felt like a new person. So those are things I want to write down so that I can kind of look back at the week. I think if you're on some kind of journey within yourself, it's really interesting because if I look back at this week, I think to myself, oh, like I had a great productive week. I got so much done. I feel good. But I think if I were to have more of this written down every day, I could kind of see like maybe there's some interesting patterns going on. So I'm going to try it. It's definitely not something that I'm probably going to do every single day. But even if at night I could come back and kind of reflect on the day, I think it would be good for me. So I'm going to put the 9th to the 15th. Is it the 16th? Yeah, no, the 15th. Make this bigger. The other thing I was thinking with these was in my, what were they called? In my Summer Health, I released Summer Health, which is just a 2-page sticker pack. I have these words here. So like I have my physical on Tuesday, okay? I get nervous for appointments, always. It's just the way I am. So I could totally put like worried here. I'm also going to take these sleep trackers and put them here. I do have the Aura Ring. So it's really fun too to be able to see like the difference in your day and your productivity when you can see your sleep score. There's a lot of pros and cons to the Aura Ring, you guys, like a lot. And it definitely can impede on health anxiety. It like does not help. But it's information that can be good if you use it in a normal person, relaxed manner, right? Like, I can't explain it. And so here is where I can come in and put like my sleep rating and a daily check-in. So this is how I'm building my weekly notebook. Okay. The last thing I'm going to do and put in here is the weekly dinner planner. I could make my own because I don't really, although I'd probably put a grocery list in here too. Let me get a weekly dinner planner. I'm going to use the yellow. It's like a golden yellow. And I'm actually going to pop the next week at the bottom. Perfect. Good Notes glitch finally came in handy. Went straight to the bottom. And then I'm going to add a grocery list. Okay. Now I want to preface, this is a lot. So this is not something where if I don't end up filling something out, I'm going to be upset. I don't care. I want this weekly notebook to be for my convenience and my convenience only. So let's go into the weekly dinner planner for tomorrow night, okay? I want to do this pesto chicken that I just made. I made it and prepped it already today. I'm just going to cross this out. Again, I don't care how this looks. I'm crossing this out. This is for convenience. Tonight we're going to have the sirloin that we have. For the following, I think I want to do another quinoa salad. I made a really good quinoa salad yesterday. It's becoming a huge hit in my house between me and Liam. So I got some recipes. I already kind of did this, and I'll show you. I am really excited. I got some new recipes that I put in here yesterday. Let me go to my chicken really quick. I did this one, the olive salsa chicken, and the lemon basil chicken, and Italian bake. I think I want to do the Italian baked chicken. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to just put here... I'm going to shrink this down, actually. Oh, my husband's home. I got to tell him about these spiders. Italian baked chicken. So mainly want to track the protein here. That way we can kind of get what we need. And then I'm going to split my screen. Babe, there's 2 spiders in here while you were gone. They were just crawling around my office. No, I didn't get either of them. I was waiting for you.
You know, it's so funny that you say that. There was a spider in my car.
Yeah, wait, why do we have so many spiders right now?
Well, it was in my car. But I thought how you would react to it.
Yeah, I
have.
have
I figured you would have freaked out.
I would.
I just grabbed it. It dropped down on this wee little web. I grabbed its web and just went.
Okay, that's great. Can you kill that right there? I'm terrified.
You know, you're not good for killing
No.
insects.
And then there's another little, tiny little one that already made its way, like, far.
Oh, they're coming out of the freaking hole in the wall.
Will you close those up if I put that on your to-do list?
Actually, it's funny you mention that. When I run back out to the spot, I'll grab some stuff.
Will you do it? Yeah, you'll clean it. Sun-dried tomatoes. I'm making Italian bake. I'm just going to leave that. I'm not going to do rice. You know what? I am going to make rice. We never eat rice. What? What? I'm going to get more olives. We have some, but I'm going to need more. No. That?
Yeah.
No.
I can't get it.
All right, get the kitchen counter stool, whatever that's called. Tomato sauce. I don't have that. Tomato sauce. Bone in. You know what? I might get more. Yeah, I'm going to get more chicken thighs. We have some in the freezer, but we have garlic. We have chicken stock. We have all that stuff. Oh, I'm going to get fresh basil. Okay. So that's one of the recipes that I'm going to do this week. Whole Foods. Wait, are you getting it with... Oh, my God. Babe, you're vacuuming it? That's so sad. That's a horrible way to die. Oh, God. That spider just went for a ride of its life. That's kind of... I would be freaking out if someone sucked me up in a vacuum. Okay. So that's one of my meals. That's as far as I'm going to do for the meal planning stuff. But let's get into... I'm automatically going to come in here and just put my physical... I gotta find out what time it's on my calendar. So a to-do list for tomorrow. Okay, I need a text about this stitch night, which I might do today, but if I don't, I'll do it tomorrow. I want to follow up with the painters. They like don't want to paint my house for some reason. I want to do my paycheck breakdown because I get paid Tuesday. I'm obviously going to watch the trial. Like, that's my to-do. Like, right now, I'm watching the Karen Reid trial, and it's, like, embarrassing. Me and my mom, like, watch so much. Oh, I have to, stop by LabCorp. I have to ask if they do something. What? Yeah. Wait, what night are you golfing again? Yeah, Liam's going. We'll go this week. Okay, so I'm gonna basically go through here every day and make myself a to-do list. Look how cute this notebook looks. And this is basically how my week is going to work. Okay. If I find that I'm really missing these, which I already kind of feel some sort of way, but I'm letting it go, then I'll start doing them again. But I feel like the summer is just it's very chill. You know what I mean? It's very chill. Like, I don't have a crazy amount going on. Up until my trips, I really don't have that much going on. So, and then July, I'm pretty much busy all month. So I'm kind of going to take advantage of this and just get like some personal stuff done. And just, you know, try to feel healthy and feel good for my vacations. And that is my plan, you guys. I hope that you guys like this method. Let me know what you think. It's definitely less stickers, but you can use a ton of stickers on these planners if you want. That's your thing. And you can make them super cute, which I might do with you guys later. But that's going to be it for this video. I will see you guys. If you're watching this on Sunday, I'll see you on live tonight. And we will do my live schedule and figure out what's going to work for me and everybody this week. I love you guys so much. Check out my Etsy shop, and I will see you guys in my next video.